My 8 o'clock dogs are here, and as usual, I have my coffee. I'm going to go ahead and get started this morning grooming Sandy. She is a mystery breed, but I can tell you one thing. She has a super thick undercoat. My guess is she is some sort of Pomeranian Maltese mix? Cocker mix? Something. But one thing I know for sure is that her hair is so thick it's almost impossible to dry. And she takes me twice as long as she should because I need her to be completely dry before her haircut, and it doesn't matter if I shave her first or not, her hair still does not want to dry. And if you're a groomer, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I should have shaved her first, but I have 2 dogs here, and the other one I had to shave first, so I don't have time for all that. She is here with her little friend, and his name is Wee Wee. He also got a shave down. I'm removing her eye boogers while she's in the bathtub. Alright, a little background about Sandy. Sandy can't stand up. Her owners say she's faking, but she's not faking. She really can't stand up. There's something wrong with her back legs. She's been coming here a really long time since she was a puppy. I'm not sure how old she is. I would probably guess 9 or something. So about the first year of her life, she could stand up perfectly fine. Then all of a sudden, she couldn't stand up anymore, which makes her very hard to groom because I can't get her to dry because she's laying down. I mean, if I worked with other groomers, I could have somebody help me hold her up. But it's really hard since I'm by myself. But we get it done because she's really good. She doesn't bite. She's just can't stand up. It doesn't seem like she's in pain. It just seems like her back legs don't work. You know, she'll get up for a minute if I hold her up, but then she just collapses. That's enough for now. I'm going to give her a little bit of a break. I've got to wash the other dog that's back here, and then I will finish blow drying her on the grooming table. Sometimes I wonder if she has American Eskimo in her too, just from how thick her hair is. I mean, it's probably hard for you to tell, but if you're a groomer, you know that double coat that's super thick like a Pomeranian that can just take forever to dry. That's her hair. So I'm going to go ahead and start her haircut with a number 7 blade, which is very short. She comes every couple months for a short haircut. Now her hair is not going to be perfect just because I have a really hard time grooming her. It's hard to get the blade through because she won't dry and because it's so thick. And since she can't stand that good, if I move her at all too fast, she falls over, so I got to be careful what I do. If I can just get some of this hair off, she'll start to dry faster. I have the fan going to help her dry as we go. I'm shaving the pads of her feet out. I'm letting her lay down while I do this. Because if not, she's just going to fall over anyway, you know, once I pick her leg up. I'm trimming up her feet and between her toes. Now that I got some of the hair off, I'm going to go ahead and try to dry her some more. I'm brushing her tail out, but in order to trim her tail up the right way, I need her to stand up. So I usually just trim along the bottom, but since I can't do that, I'm just going to do my best and trim it up with her laying down. It's probably going to be uneven, but that's okay. I don't think her owners really care. They just want her to look good and be able to see and be clean. I'm shaving her potty path out under her tail where she goes to the bathroom. And while she's laying here, I'm just going to go ahead and shave her belly out too while she's comfortable. So this little dog has dew claws, and they don't grow straight, they grow in a circle. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these while she's here. I'm trimming her nails, but I'm also cutting the dew claws because they will grow right into the pad of her foot. And in case you're wondering what happened to my thumb, that is not a dog bite. I burnt myself twice with my iron when I was making dog bandanas. Alright, I'm cleaning the inside of her ears. Look at all that stuff I pulled out. So I pulled the hair out and I pulled all that goopy stuff out and I wiped them out with some ear cleaner, and don't they look nice now? They're nice and clean inside. I'm using my slightly curved scissors to trim up her bangs. Like I said, she's a great dog. I don't think she's in pain. I mean, she doesn't seem to mind being groomed. She just can't use her back legs. She had a lot of little tangles and mats in her beard. I'm just snipping them out. Sometimes she reminds me of a schnauzer too. She could have schnauzer in her. She could have 5 or 6 things in her. Who knows? Alright, I need this little dog to stand up. So you see how this one side is still wet because she's laying on this side and I can't get it to dry. I'm going to go ahead and try to dry her a little bit more for just a minute, real quick before she falls back down. I got to get this side to dry. I actually have one of those grooming hammocks, if you know what those are. It just holds them while you groom them, but if I put her in that, I mean, I can't get to her chest or her sides. It's kind of just a hassle. Here's her bandana I made just for her. Now, she's not done. I just wanted to show you her bandana. She's taken a lot longer than I really have time for, so I have to stop, put her away, and I have to finish her friend back there, and I'm going to let her dry back there. I just turned the fan on them to air dry while I finish Wee Wee's haircut, and then I got her back out. Now she's almost dry. Now I can finish grooming her real quick. I'm trying to brush out some of this undercoat because it's so thick. Now that she's almost dry, the blade is going through a whole lot easier. So we're almost done here. I'm just going back over everything one more time. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but she'll look good. I'm double checking her tail, making sure it's even, because it probably isn't. I'm using my thinning shears just to blend in the sides of her face because it looks a little choppy. Because I had to cut some mats out at the front. Alright, I'm just wiping her off with some conditioner and some water. Knocking off all those loose hairs. And now, the big moment she's been waiting for. She is finally ready. I'll go ahead and dress her up. I made this just for her. I make all the bandanas for the dogs that I groom. I sew them.